Good morning, good morning, good morning, family. Welcome to the Afro-Latina Show. I am your host, Alicia anabel-santos, la diosa dominicana, la santera. Welcome to episode 271, Building Back Up. I am sitting here on the last morning of my vacation, well, part of my vacation, because there's still a little under a month left of the summer. But I've been away at a lake house in upstate New York, and I can't even begin to describe or express my gratitude for the time that I have spent here. It's interesting because last week I was journaling and thinking about leaving to go back home to the Bronx. I started crying, and I started crying not because I don't love New York City. I love Harlem. I love East Harlem. I love the Bronx. I love the Heights. I love Queens. I love New York City, right? I love it. But there's something that New York does to you. It's definitely the school of hard knocks. It definitely knocks you down. It can be a lot. And it's not just about your circumstances, right? Not just about whether or not you have money. That is important. There's a spirit that New Yorkers have that, for the most part, I won't generalize and say all of us, but for the most part, we're walking around with this aggression, with this aggressiveness. We live in this overpopulated city. Of course, people are like trying to find their own fucking space. We all want our space, and we're all on top of each other. Just look at a train, the train ride home at 6 p.m. from Wall Street to the Bronx. Like, that shit is packed. The 6 train, the 5 train, the 4 train, the 8 train, the 1 train, the 3 train. Like, oh, the most beautiful bird just flew by me. It was blue with like gray trim around its tail. Yes, let's take a time to smell the roses and look at the birds flying, because where I'm living, you're hearing gunshots and ambulance and fire trucks and fulanito and fulanita fighting down the street. There are birds everywhere. So living in the city can be rough for some of us, and if we're struggling, if we're having hard times with our jobs and our relationships, and the money ain't right, and the bills are behind, and eviction notices are coming, that only amplifies the inner chaos and inner conflict that we're walking with. And so, me being here in this space, I'm very lucky. I'm very privileged. I won't say lucky, because there's no luck. I worked hard for this shit. Let's not get it twisted. No one gave me nothing. I don't have a silver spoon. This was 7 months of planning, saving, executing, and completion that brought me here. That allowed for me to have this blessing. This is about sacrifice and maybe not splurging and doing some things the first 7 months of this year so that I could give myself this 4 weeks of magic. So I titled today's diary Building Back Up because I felt beat down. I'm beat down by relationships, by people in my life, by experiences, by work. Even though I'm doing love work, I'm doing what I love in life, the work can beat you up, and the depression is real. So it's like straddling this. But be joy and pull yourself out and, and protect your spirit and do all of your rituals and your religious practices. And easier said than done. How do we build back up when life beats the shit out of us sometimes. How do we build back up? I think for me, what I hope to take from this time here is this time. The morning, my body woke up at 5. And my body woke up because I didn't want to miss my last sunrise here. And because I wanted to try to insert it inside of me, like it's not easy. Like, yes, shit is really fucked up. So when we have a little bit of peace, I urge us to try to hold on to that shit with everything that we have. Excuse me. Let's meditate, shall we? This is like part 1 of 3 podcasts I'm going to record this morning because it is my last day here. And so I want to meditate on everything that I'm feeling as I come to a close here. So, close your eyes and sit comfortably. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Keep breathing normally. I have felt beaten up by what, by who, by what circumstance, what experience. I feel so beat up by, that you can pause this meditation at any moment to reflect, to journal, to write, to think about the things that rise for you and just really allow it to leave your body, right, from this stream of consciousness. I have felt so beat up by the ways I can build myself up is by, this is where we make decisions about this list that we've just made. So we put a bunch of things that are breaking us. And at some point we have to look at them and make a decision about what we want to do about that. How I will build myself up is by what? What action can we take? If you listed a person who has belittled you, demeaned you, disrespected you, made you feel bad about who you are, you don't feel as loving towards you, you don't feel as supportive or accepted of you, maybe you are called to do the hard thing, to make the hard decision. Maybe you're called to end it. So you no longer have to carry it, right? Mm. Maybe you have to quit that job. Maybe you have to make a move. How we build ourselves back up is by removing all the toxic shit that's poisoning us, that isn't lifting us, that isn't getting us to the place that we want to be and live, that high frequency, that place of peace that we want to carry, that aggression, that shit is serving no one. Yes, some people need to be told some things certain times. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be angry and that we're going to walk around the world just namaste all the time. That's just not the world we're living in, because there's some real shit that is affecting all of us on a global level. But how can I build myself back up? How can I feed myself something? How can I give myself something? How can I pull myself out of depression, a bad relationship, a bad experience? How can I pull myself out? How can I build myself back up? Journal that. I can build myself back up. I will build myself back up by, I intend to build myself back up by doing what? And when you're ready, only when you're ready, come out of meditation. There's no magic anecdote. There's no book or quote that, sorry, I got stung by something. There's no book or quote that is going to have all the answers all the time. Even like self-help books and songs and gurus and things that we watch on videos, even listening to me right now, I'm sharing love, but the truth is that only you can pull yourself out. Only you can find the thing that works for you. I don't know what that is. For me, it has been this. Building myself back up has everything to do with giving myself this amazing month of relaxation, eating well, doing yoga, dancing, love. I've been surrounded by love. I've been surrounded by beauty. I have written my ass off. I've created incredible work. I've met deadlines. And so, how will you build yourself back up? A family of birds just flew by. How will you build yourself back up? My intention for today is to really enjoy my last hours here in my beautiful lake house. And I'm wishing you so much love. My intention is to be present and to try with all my heart to take this peace back with me. I'm wishing you the same, just peace, right? You know the drill. If you like what you hear, subscribe, like, share, comment, retweet. Follow me on Instagram, La Santera and Afro Latina Show. I am Diosa Dominicana on Twitter and Tumblr, and email me info.aliciaanabel@gmail.com. I would love to hear how my podcast has helped you or served you in any way, and what you might like me to talk about or think about. Sending you crazy love. Peace.